watching another episode of Q and Egg. I'm Jennifer, and I'm here today with JoAnne and Kyle. Now today, this episode is brought to you by MSI and the new GS60 Ghost. You can click in the banner below for link to details. Okie dokies, let's get started. Our first question comes from Matthew M. He asks, will custom-built computers overcome pre-built systems? And is custom building a computer simpler and practical enough for anyone to do? And if not, how could that be changed in the future? I think the future is now, Matthew.
Yes. And as to how simple it is, I believe it's actually quite straightforward. It's just a matter of reading instructions. Whatever you don't know, just Google. And it's quite easy to put together a system. And you know everything that's in it. So it's all very organic.
If you've ever built a piece of furniture from IKEA, you're already overqualified to build a computer.
Pretty much.
These instructions are horrible.
Yeah.
We have tutorial videos on our channel. Paul does a really good how to build a PC tutorial, which all of us have already watched. I know it was the first thing that I ever watched when I was trying to build a PC of my own for the first time about 3 years ago, and it helped me immensely. Granted, I also had Paul right next to me, so I kind of got the tutorial in real life, which also helps. But it really is a no-brainer, and I've actually taught people how to build PCs.
You taught me how to build a PC.
Taught you how to build a PC, and once you do it once, you just, it's like riding a bike. It's really simple.
What do you think? What do you think about being able to choose your own components? Is that superior to buying a pre-built system?
Yeah, I guess the word that this questioner uses, it's a real word now. Will custom-built computers ever overcome pre-built systems? And I guess I can interpret that two ways. One is, are they just better? Are they better functionality-wise? Mm-hmm. And of course, I'd say the answer is yes, because you actually have the freedom to choose what your components are. And with a computer, I mean, it's a personal computer, right? So it doesn't really boil down to specs or how good your computer is all the time. It's personal, so it's a good computer for someone might be a terrible choice for somebody else. So that's the beauty of choosing your own components, is that you can put whatever you want tailored to your needs in your system, and you know that it's going to be the perfect system for you. So in that way, I think it's far superior than pre-built systems. If the questioner is asking it in the way that, will building your own PC ever become more popular than pre-built systems? I don't think so, because I think just the herd mentality is just, I want something that works, it's simple, I don't want to tinker with anything, my life is too busy and chaotic as it is, I just want something that works.
It's like the average consumer, right? They just want something simple, pretty, and just does the job pretty much.
Right.
Right, and also something they can just go out and buy and have right
just
now.
Whatever people can feed them, they're like, yes, this, right now.
And I guess that it kind of goes both ways, because in one way it's kind of a bummer that not more people see it that way, that this is something that they can make themselves. But at the same time, I think that's also what makes the PC enthusiast community so special, is because we're such a rare few, and it just makes us more proud to be enthusiasts, I think.
So are we like the legendary item?
Yes, we are. We are legendary.
And I did want to add a little bit something, is that, the whole customizability part, is that if you wanted to build like a system just for gaming, or just for perusing the web, or streaming, or especially for editing, like they all use very different parts, and just because a powerful GPU does this function doesn't necessarily mean that they are also equally as good as doing another.
So you can build for your purpose instead of just buying
Yeah.
something and trying to make it suit your purpose.
Exactly.
Okay. The next question comes from David. He asks, do you care more about being spied on from an organization or a single person, and why?
You want to go first?
I answered the other one pretty in depth. Why don't you guys start it off?
I think that I care about being spied on from organizations, but ultimately I think that being spied on by a single person is a lot more threatening, just because you can, you know more about this because of your psychology degree, but single
I thought you were
human
going to say
beings
because of all of her stalkers.
and all of her stalkers.
also a plus.
But she understands stalker mentality, and the psychology behind that is, people become obsessive. Individual human beings can become very dangerous.
They think they are essentially a part of your life, and they can cross boundaries, that normal people, can't. They think that, you are responding to them, or you do hold some special place in their life or something, but that's not the case. It's really just, I honestly, but aside from that, I want to talk about like the massive spy. So I'm not okay with it like you, but I kind of I don't understand. I mean, I do understand it, but it is better than being stalked, because then the government, let's say, they're trying to study patterns of behavior, maybe how you buy things, maybe how you use, electricity, maybe your internet, like whatever it may be. It's mainly to, I suppose, what would they use it for? To
Sell you things.
Pretty much, right? Sell us things. So that's far less dangerous.
And also determine whether or not you're engaging in criminal activity.
Yeah, so they would probably be spying for those reasons, and that's not really dangerous per se in comparison to someone who might be knocking on your door like that night, with like a knife in one hand and like, a box of goodies in the other.
Yeah, Google isn't going to show up on my doorstep.
No.
I take the goodies though before I slam the door.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Kyle.
You gotta milk it. You gotta take advantage, right?
Did
Who
that,
wants to give you
that
stuff?
white van get you when you were little?
I was driving the white
Come
van.
here, little boy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Day one. All right, let's move on.
You don't want it. Oh, God.
Kyle's the guy behind the door in the white
It's
van.
like criminal confession.
And he does not have cookies. He already ate them. The last question is, hi Newegg team, what technology has had the biggest impact on your life? Biggest impact. I can tell you that for me, the advent of the smartphone with a touchscreen, so I had the very first G1 phone, people called it the Google phone when it came out, and I haven't looked back since. I love my smartphone, and I can't function without it. I can't find my way to anywhere without it. I don't even know people's phone numbers by heart anymore. It's horrible.
It's true.
You just save them to name, right? It's
Yeah.
like once I lose it, it's like,
I was going through my mind, like the other day I was thinking to myself, how many people's phone numbers do I really know? If I was in an emergency where someone stole my phone, what would I do? And I could call my parents and one other person.
It's true. Become so dependent on it that it's almost like a part of us is missing when we don't have it. That's when we get into like panic mode when you lose your smartphone. Which is why you probably need like a Bluetooth low jack for your phone. Because you lost it the other day and you were like freaking out and I was like, oh God, it's like the life in there.
I know,
so.
I need the Neo device that I did that interview with.
I can track your phone.
When that works for Android, it's going to
There you
be
go.
on my keychain.
Perfect. I would say the biggest piece of technology that changed my life, this kind of is a weird answer, but I'd say like the video camera, if that makes sense. Just because ever since I was small, maybe like 7 or 8 years old, I would start making these cheesy little videos with my G.I. Joes, my other action figures, and have these like wars with a really old cassette tape, or not cassette tape, but like an analog video recorder that my family had. And it was just, ever since then, I've been kind of drawn to video cameras.
People
and then,
want to see that.
Digital video cameras came out.
We want to see.
We want to see.
Comment
your
below
old-
if you want to see
if you
Kyle's
wanna see-
early videos.
Oh, man. I'm sure my mom still has them.
I
so
bet
maybe
she
I'll-
does.
Maybe I'll
Kyle's
upload
first
them.
producing job or
Maybe
producing.
I'll upload them on April Fool's or something like that.
Yeah.
But ever since then, I've always been drawn to cameras, and I did theater, and I liked being in front of the camera, and I liked being behind the camera. And geez, I never thought that kind of hobby that I had as a child would turn into like a career like I have now, where video is still very present in my day-to-day function. So,
JoAnne, what
Well,
about
for
you?
me, it's actually quite simple. It's just a really powerful gaming rig, as I am gaming a lot as of late or recently, and so it's something that really adds to my life. It's not, it doesn't only game, but it does a lot of other tasks very quickly too, and I do plan on getting to editing as well, so that's something that could be very helpful to me later on.
So this is impacting your immediate professional life
Exactly,
right now.
professional and future.
Cool.
So, yeah.
That is awesome. All right, the last thing I want to address is that yesterday when I put up the Q&A official Twitter, which now you guys can tweet questions at Q&A on Twitter, and you can follow Q&A or you can just tweet your questions to it, whatever you prefer. But that is a really quick and efficient way to get your question to me, besides the Q&A Gmail. Anyway, so when the announcement came down that Facebook bought Oculus Rift, I'd say our first probably 15 or 20 tweets or what do you guys think about Facebook buying Oculus Rift? And then I got just slammed with emails about it. So I just wanted to let everybody know that Kyle and I are going to be doing the live stream on Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, and we will most likely be talking about that there. And also, Rachel is writing up some pretty good material for Yolk'd, so we are going to be addressing it from the Newegg TV perspective here shortly.
That'll be tomorrow for Yolk'd.
Yeah, tomorrow for Yolk'd and Friday for the live stream. Also, I just want to give one more shout out to MSI, who is sponsoring all of our regular content this week. Our Yolk'd episodes, Q&A, and the live stream this Friday are being brought to you by MSI and the new GS60. So once again, you can click in the banner below and get more details on this sleek and awesome new gaming laptop from them.
These
So
are the same
thin, turn
laptops
it.
that we used for the Titanfall
Yes,
LAN party, right?
this is what we're using for the Titanfall LAN party.
And they worked beautifully.
They really did.
Very
And
nice.
No
Smooth.
stutter.
And it's nice and cool. I've got it sitting here on my lap, and it's under a little bit of load right now because I've got some background things, but it's staying really cool.
That is true. Yeah.
So that's nice. Anyway, I digress. Thank you for watching Q&A. If you haven't already, please subscribe and subscribe to our other various YouTube channels. Until next time, I'm Jennifer,
I'm JoAnne.
Kyle.
and thank you for watching Newegg TV.